This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. All right, I can't keep up with this Turk beef with BG and Juvenile. Now they're all pictured together, and it's like grown men. It's like the kind of things that Turk was saying about BG and BG was saying about Turk. I don't think I could really be friends with that person again. I'm sorry. There's a thin line between, you know, we're brothers and brothers go through things and saying things you can't take back. But it seems like that's the thing at Cash Money. I'm going to be honest with you. Like Cash Money, Young Money. Look, Drake just dropped an album. Nobody's posted it. That's really like there with Drake. You know, like Nicki, Wayne, Mac Main, Birdman. Nobody posted it. Nobody. They're not even on it. Good body of work, though. It's three projects. Now, Soulja Boy reacts to Drake dropping 3 albums at once. He says he did it first. First rapper to drop 3 projects in the same day, by the way. Well, there's 2 firsts. First rapper to drop 3 projects on the same day that nobody cared about. And the first rapper to drop 3 projects on the same day, and everybody cared about it. The industry stopped for Iceman, right? But for Soulja Boy, it was like, Soulja Boy dropped my mixtape? Nobody wanted to hear that. This is back in like 2009 or something, 2010. Soulja Boy was on his way out at that time. He was on his way out, all right? He tried, let's see. This says 2009. It was going into 2010. And at that point, I think Pretty Boy Swag had already dropped and everything. And that was pretty much it. Then he had some like weird era where he was like, it seemed like he was on pills. He was like mixing Molly with a Xan. This is when he signed J Money and had M to the K around him and a bunch of people. Yeah, Soulja Boy, weird guy. We'll quickly run through this because I think this is over $1,500, okay? I'm not going to put the woman on blast because Terrell Owens did, but he says that he accuses his manager, who handled his business for 15 plus years, of stealing from him. A person can only take so much. So basically he says, let's see. When you're managing someone's affairs and getting paid to do it, you have to be accountable for it. I've always used my voice. I shouldn't when I shouldn't, but I got time today. Struggled whether I should post this or not because of the many questions I would receive. But with so many people committing, taking themselves out and leaving loved ones behind and leaving their families of trying to figure out why. This is why. Because if I had stolen from someone, I'd be all over the news and media, and heads would talk to me. ESPN would be having a field day, blah, 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 blah. With the recent... Okay, so let's see. He says that football players are taking themselves out. Let's see. Let's see. Former agents like signing with... Let's see. Okay, so upon signing with them, where they mismanaged my football earnings, is he almost out of money? Is that what's going on? You shouldn't have anybody managing your finances if you're running out of money. If people are mismanaging your football earnings, you got to take control of your finances. Just know where the money's going, So this woman mismanaged his affairs for 15 plus years. Then he shows like a screenshot of her sending $1,500 to herself. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him, but that's what's going on. All right, so Drake shares a photo of his extremely rare 1 of 80 Mercedes CLK DTM AMG Cabriolet. What's also interesting is that's Cameron's old vehicle behind there. Remember when he had the pink Range? I guess this goes into he has his own hip-hop museum, too. Drake's definitely a billionaire, bro. Like the way he moves differently, bro. Like it's just different. Let's see. Rick Ross says always got a rotation, but won't wife none of that. Oh yeah, he says Rick Ross is like 52 years old. He won't wife anybody. He has a rotation. Okay. I wouldn't really talk about that anymore, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just, at some point, it's just like, okay, bro, you've been a playboy your whole life. You've never been linked with anybody because nobody can stand being around this guy. He's so fake, you know? I love Rick Ross's music, don't get me wrong. But he's a fake dude. We know that, you know? But, like, that doesn't matter. We're enjoying the music, right? But it's hard sometimes when it's like, bro, like, calm down. Like this Drake Iceman thing, he's losing his mind, bro. Like he's using this to promote, once again, he's using this to promote his book and the upcoming album he has coming out that's probably going to end up doing like 20,000 the first week. Then he had to walk back his Biggs Burke take. He was making fun of Mal, who's Biggs Burke brother, right? And Mal and Rory were teasing Rick Ross of like, yo, what's going on with you, bro? You good? Like, why are you going off on why'd you insert yourself in the Kendrick and Drake beef and now you continue to do it right when Iceman's about to drop again? He hasn't mentioned Drake for 2 years, but all of a sudden he's mentioning him again. Bro, Russ, you piggybacked, you thought you were celebrating the end of Drake, someone who made you millions of dollars. I don't get this.
I want to say this. Hey, Biggs Burke, you got somebody that love you. You got somebody that really love you. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, and I love that person too.
Talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z made that phone call to him. Like, Jay-Z doesn't really talk to Ross anymore, but on that, he was like, yo, you got to chill, bro. Calm down.
So, but you other dick-sucking minions, you other glazers, don't nobody love y'all. I want to...
Yeah. Rick Ross has a sad life, to be honest with you. Like, it doesn't matter how much stuff you have. I bet you he's lonely at night, bro. He's lonely. Because everyone's around him because he can offer them something. And he knows that. At one point you look at it, you're like, really likes me, you know? And sometimes you got to try to escape that. It's a sad life, my G. Then we got, bro, I know this isn't hip hop or anything, but I saw these, you know how they have those air shows? Well, these two fighter jets that are worth millions of dollars collided with each other. Now, these guys are professionals, so they do these stupid things where the planes are dancing in the air, so it looks like they're dancing right now. But they both clipped each other, so then everyone ejected and they were safe. Do we really need to go to air shows and see planes dancing with each other in the air? I mean, like, it's not a skateboard trick, you know? Like, this is like, you're dead, bro. Like, I don't get this. And you're playing with machines that cost billions of dollars. I'll never get that. Baka Not Nice goes at Rick Ross. What did it say? It says, did I not put it? Well, he basically just says, you know, you're what does he say right here? My bad. Here he is, OVO Baka. He says, boss, biatch. He's feminine, you know, basically. And he know it. And then he also put up Officer Rick, not Ricky. Hey. But of course, you know, everyone in the comments is saying, fuck, we got a weird case. Why is he around? Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes, you know? Then we got Central C going viral for buying his little brother's girlfriend a $30,000 Birkin bag. Everybody thinks that Central C is smashing his little brother's girl. That's crazy. Central C, why? This was so weird. Why wouldn't you just let him give it to her? You bought it for her? Bro, that's weird, bro. That is weird. Drake National Treasures video was shot inside Andrews Building of University of Toronto, Scarborough, seemingly a symbolic power move against the Weeknd. How people uncover this stuff? People go like really deep into this. This is supposed to be between him and the Weeknd. Weeknd donated $50,000 to U of T to help launch Ethiopic Studies in G's language program. The Andrews Building is also where the Weeknd filmed the music video for Secrets in 2017. Come do your show and get back on the plane, but don't stick around in the 6. Don't stick around in the 6. Okay. Boy, you got to dip out this. I thought he was talking about Kendrick here. Boy, you got to dip out the 6, run out the 6, just like you did. Why was TPS at my crib? That was about Kendrick Lamar, bro. Talk about the police being at his house until Kendrick Lamar drove back to New York. Lauryn Hill talks about why she hasn't released another studio album since the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, super classic album. She says, when you're inspired and desire to be principled, what doesn't get talked about enough is the drain, nor the challenge to find safety so you can create. I mean, she's had a lot of money. I love Lauryn Hill, like her creativity and her music. She's very talented, but like I think she's kind of like off the spectrum, bro. Like she's crazy, bro. Like you gotta respect her creativity and what she's given to the world, right? But it's like at the same time, it's like what she shows up at like the shows and stuff. It's like it doesn't make sense. And her son is YG Marley, if you didn't know. That's her son. And he released a smash hit. What was that last year? The year before, right? Was that 2024? Was that 2025? That had to be 2024, right? Smash hit. Classic. That's a timeless song that he released. And that was a super smash. But she had something to do with that. I think she helped him write it or something, but I don't know. Drake shares a letter from Nike. It says, we couldn't think of a better place to celebrate our partner Drake and the release of not 1 but 3 albums. Cheers to an artist who continues to push the culture forward and redefine the game. Dinner is on us, like we're Kris Kringle. Now here's the thing. People think that like Drake pulled one over on the label. The label has to accept the 3 albums, you know. This was a negotiated exit from UMG. Stop letting... I'm sick of the... Drake masterfully dropped 3 albums, and the label didn't even know they lost their artist until they woke up in the morning. It's like, no. They negotiated a release, and this was the negotiation. All right. Iceman was his last album. They get an option. He said, all right, I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3. Let me go. Let me be free. Okay, so now there's a waiting period before you can drop music. They got to let this music breathe. It's either 6 months to a year or something like that. It's at least 6 months, right? So you could get a new Drake album next year, right? Like the top of the year, probably. And I'm sure there's loopholes around that. He could release another party collab album. He could do a lot. But there's a lot of on this album, there's a lot of him responding to parts of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. There's going to be plenty of people to break that down to a T. Maybe I'll just take one of those and just break it down for you. But it's like, people really dissect these albums. They really dissect them, bro. And I don't blame him for continuing to respond because it's like, this stuff isn't true to him, this is his response. Just like you would respond to someone talking about you, So this is my, little tune, Lil Wayne didn't post it, Birdman didn't post it, Mac Main didn't post it, Nicki didn't post it, and nobody posted it. Nobody cared. Like, Young Money, Cash Money is just a facade at this point, they have respect for each other, they don't hate each other, but it's just not there anymore. Like, they don't even move as a unit. Drake has Lil Wayne as his avatar, but that's just because he respects it. Without Lil Wayne, he wouldn't have been on. Let's be real. It took someone for Lil Wayne to see the talent, with Jazz Prince, brought it to Wayne. Wayne saw the talent, and they saw where things were going. Suki Hana gave Bobby Altoff a makeover. Okay, cool. She's doing anything to get some views. But Bow Wow and Little Mama come out on stage because everyone says they look alike. Yo, this is funny. This guy went off on DJ Khaled. He basically said, Khaled, your response to Drake was to act like you're a Jamaican? He says, you're Palestinian. It's true. Yo, Drake used a song by SZA. SZA hates DJ Khaled. SZA burnt all his DJ Khaled plaques because he felt disrespected by DJ Khaled. And he called him, phony, all this stuff. So, this guy made the point that, hey, Palestine doesn't want you anymore, and neither does Jamaica. Nobody's going to claim you anymore. Khaled was quiet about Palestine, and then he was also quiet for Drake during the beef. He didn't even reach out to him, didn't even call him. That's what they say. He didn't even call Drake and say, yo, you good, man?
All he said was your people are still waiting for a free Palestine. And this was your response, you fat fucking sellout? Brother, you turned Jamaican? I can't make this up, guys. DJ Khaled responds to Drake's diss by impersonating a Jamaican man. You are Palestinian, you fat fuck!
Yo, go follow that guy. His thing's on the screen, all right? That guy is, that guy had me dying. Mr. Skinny still going at Clarissa Shields. Gosh. Yo, he doesn't stop. Shout out to Mr. Skinny TV. Then we got Drake goes off. The gift Nike sent him celebrating the release of 3 albums. And we already talked about that. Gucci Man sells out to the Indiana. He's like does an orchestra show in Indiana, so people still want to go see him. Oh, look at this guy. We got this guy, Bang'em Smurf, acting like a Ja Rule groupie. Now, some people are upset that them teeth, man. Some people were upset that Ja Rule got booked in Trinidad because they were mad that they're not showing love to any Trinidad artists, but that's not Ja Rule's fault at all.
Jano, Cartel, what kind of butt?
That's about Cartel. Where's the guy who talked about Trinidad? I didn't save that guy's video. He was talking about Trinidad and how you booked, nobody wants to see Ja Rule and everything. When people showed up, because it's still someone coming from the United States to come perform. They don't get to see that all the time, right? But, Bang'em Smurf acted like a groupie when he used to diss Ja Rule nonstop. And act like he was the muscle for 50 Cent when we know that's not the truth, right? It's like, dude, stop. You were one of, 50 people around 50 Cent. And you got kicked out. You were close. You were close to 50. You got kicked out, bro. And I can see why. You're making a case of, you got up with Rick Ross right when he had beef with 50 Cent. You get up with everybody that has beef with 50 Cent when they come to Trinidad. You're a cornball, man. You're a cornball. Family of convicted killer Sean Guthrie operates. They launch a GoFundMe to cover appeals. Nobody's gonna donate to this. You killed Julio Fulio in cold blood, bro. Stop. Look at that. Somebody photoshopped this. Kendrick's cousin says rappers on GNX didn't receive royalties. They accepted money instead. People had the choice to take royalties or the money, and most took the money. So know before you speak on something. You wouldn't pay them and give them royalties? You basically bought their royalties from them. That's kind of Kind of savage, bro. Anyways, that's about it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about everything going on with the Iceman. And I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.